Hi, I'm Pamela and I'm the owner of Longevity Gardens. Usually I'm behind the camera, and actually I'm going to get behind the camera here real soon because I am going to give you guys a little bit of a tour of what Longevity Gardens looks like right now. Today is May 9th, 2018. So we're just starting to get into the summer heat here in Phoenix, and everything is just bursting with life, and it's really beautiful. And I've been getting a lot of requests from a lot of people and a lot of emails. Everyone wants to see what is going on with the garden and what's growing and how all the trees are doing. And a lot of you guys have seen it grow from the very beginning, and you guys haven't seen it in a while. And so I'm going to show it to you today. So I'm going to grab the camera. We're going to go to the front. We're going to start in the front. We're just going to do a quick kind of walk around the yard. This is probably going to be about a 15-minute video, and then we're going to end it with maybe showing you guys my irrigation system that I have put in to help me with this summer watering. So let's get started. Okay, so we're going to start at the front of the yard. So there's my car, and this is the front of the street. The front here is mostly just citrus. Grapefruit, tangerines, things like that. And then I have my little lemon tree here. This is its second year in there, so it's still just a baby. And the moringas, you can see already starting to fill in some of the native bushes here. And I should show you guys this. Right underneath here, there is a little our cactus is kind of getting overtaken by the bushes though, but he's getting bigger. Okay, let's go through. So I trimmed the moringas a couple of months ago, and if you saw my Instagram, you would have seen how much I cut off. And this is how much has grown in. So by the end of the summer, these will completely shade my house. And my house will be shaded. Already it's a lot cooler in the front yard. Here is the star fruit. It's still doing nice. It's in a nice little microclimate here. There's no, wait, you know what? Look at this. Is that little bits of fruit starting to come in? Maybe. So that's it. And you know what? You can hear my irrigation system. So let me show you guys what I did. This is one of my baby date palms. If we go under here, the irrigation system is on. And the top of it is colored, so it's just nail polish, different colors of nail polish. And then if we go, and I'll show you guys the irrigation system that's been put in. So here's the Jujube. We have some guava, and this is the apricot tree. This is one of our first trees that we planted here. So the apricot tree is looking really big. I'll probably get hundreds last year. I'll get hundreds this year. It just kind of, it's almost like a total barrier that sets up between us and our neighbor. And I cut down this tree this past year. This was an orange tree that was just struggling. So I cut it completely back to just a stump, and it's growing back, and it looks like it's really healthy. So it's gonna get one more chance. But in case that one doesn't make it, we have a pomegranate that's getting watered right now. And these do so well here in the desert. They're so easy to take care of. So, and it's getting watered right now too. So yeah. So this is the front, and we'll go to the side here. Let me show you the irrigation system. Okay. So you see, I've got a blue and a kind of a purpley red, and it's just nail polish and a cockroach, I think that was there. So this side of the yard is blue, and then this is the red one. So all the bubblers here, if you go in, have a red. And this Sapote is really, really happy here. It's got a really nice microclimate. If I go underneath here, it's just like, you can barely, it's just like a jungle out here. This is a tangerine, my favorite type of orange. I should get sapotes. Like, this sapote is so huge. It's just so huge. It's going all the way up. It's going to be taller than the moringa.
And while I have you here, I might as well dive in here because I've got to pick all the old grapefruit that I never got to eat all last year because there was so much. I have to pick the rest of it today, and there is lots. Okay, let me back up. Let's go to the back of the yard. And everyone remembers Venus. Good morning, Venus. Okay. So the first thing is the peach. These peaches are just babies, but they'll be like the size of my fist, kind of, when they're full grown, and they are amazing. Some more desert bushes. This cactus, it looks like Mickey Mouse right now. It looks like a cactus that has ears. I think it's really cute. Coming on, fig. One of our fig trees. Backing up here, don't want to fall in the pool. They do so well here too. It's so easy to take care of. And we'll go through the pergola here. Got grapevines growing on the pergola. The Jaboticaba looks really nice. Everyone needs to have a Jaboticaba in their yard only because you never get tired of saying Jaboticaba. And so we can go, let's go this way. Okay, this is a white mulberry and it's hanging over top of the pool now. It's just, that's only like 3 years old, I think, this white Pakistan mulberry. It's huge. And there's got another Pakistan here. Now if we go against the house, you'll see the moringas are starting to grow in back here as well to shade my house in the summertime. And I also planted this just a couple weeks ago. I want to say, is this a wolfberry bush, I think, to help shade the house. And this, this tree here I got from Greg Peterson this past year, another Pakistan mulberry. I keep getting them because they just do so well here. This one's gonna go really fast and I need it for shade for my house. So let's just go around here. Some of you might have been to one of our events for one of my tours here at my house. And during one of the tours, we planted this contorted Jujube tree. And it was just a tiny little stick when we put it in the ground, and now it's huge. It's like a full-grown tree now. And it's got a companion, a little tiny fig. So there's a baby fig here, and then there's one of the very first figs that we ever planted back here. And it's starting to just really bush out for the summer. It used to be so tiny. It was a stick in the ground and we thought it was dead. So we filled up, oh, and here's the kitties. We're right beside the cat atrium. So going around just the back end of, everyone has like those dark spots in their yard. And this is mine. So my fig tree, we have another pomegranate here that's gonna get, I think, really big. I bet you it's gonna be above the wall here by the end of the summer. Another desert willow. That's also, this is a very, very hot spot in the yard. So everything in this area is gonna get sun pretty much all day. Like it's early morning right now, and this is gonna get sun all the way until sundown. So everything in this area has to be take the full Arizona heat. So, and that's what we have here. So we have the fig, we have a pomegranate, we have a desert willow, and I even have some cactus back there. And it, I just planted this cactus, and all these pads that are growing are just from like the past 2 weeks. Like it's doing amazing here, and I haven't even watered it. So always plant a cactus. And this desert willow, I almost killed it. And then I put it in the ground, and it just is so happy at the spot because it's so hot right here. So, and our contorted jujube, and it's really, contorted jujubes are really so much fun because the branches get all crooked in sequence like that, and it's really fun. But it's got a lot of thorns on it, so be careful, and it bears really good fruit. I honestly have to say I forget what those two are. We're gonna have to wait and see what kind of fruit comes out of them, or I'll have to look at previous videos to see what those were. Here we have one of our original date palms. This is the China Ranch Gold. I'm absolutely tickled. I just can't wait for that one to produce dates for me. It's got so many pups on it too, so and I'll show you all the other dates that I have in the yard. What I'm gonna do is, now that it's starting to grow pups, I'm gonna start really propagating them all over my yard. wherever there's a spot, a date palm is gonna go there, and even if it's a spot that doesn't that's already taken, if the tree is not my favorite, or if a date palm would be better there, I might take it out and just like we'll see. The cactus garden is looking so pretty too. All the cactuses. It was so bare for so long, and now all the cactuses are just gotten huge. Like my totem is huge. Had that totem before I even bought this house. And another pomegranate. See, they're starting to get bigger. And Leo is back there too. So the pomegranate. And if you look here, that is another huge tree, and yes, it's a mulberry. We all play around the mulberry tree. I ate so many mulberries this year, it was ridiculous. And this one still has some on it. Let's see. Yeah, there's still a few left on it. That one's not ready, but it will be. So let me back up here so you can actually take a look. Because these trees have gotten so big now, I have to really back up. Okay, so this is I'm almost against my house now looking back. So we have the mulberry tree, which is huge. And that's the carob. Our nice big carob tree. They're such slow growing trees, but that's gonna be like the biggest tree in the yard. My newly planted mulberry, Pakistan mulberry, and right next to it, right there, is my pecan, another tree that does amazing here in the desert, and everyone needs a pecan. And it's the favorite tree that my dogs like to lie under. Okay, so let's go take a look this way. Okay, so going back this way, more of the date palms. And the pond is looking really good. And this is the Barbados Cherry, if you guys remember, and it's starting to get flowers all over it like this. So, here, let's see if it focuses. Like amazing flowers, and then they'll turn into those. And these guys will get red in a couple of weeks, and they are the most amazing cherries. So Barbados Cherry does amazing here in the desert. And it's really healthy, and I just installed the bubbler to it. And all the bubblers here in the backyard too are all they're all color coordinated. And I'll show you how I did that. Just with different types of nail polish. I got I think 9. I have 9 different zones here. So when I have people come and help me with watering when I go out of town and stuff, I needed to color coordinate it so they would have an easier time navigating all the systems. So here's another date palm, and the fish are always happy. The pond is super clear right now. You can see just straight to the bottom. And some of these fish I got when they were just so tiny, and now they're all getting so big because they have such a big pond to swim in. So yeah, and the yard just looks so pretty early in the morning. So we will go back up here. Now I almost have to stand back because you won't be able to see. Another Pakistan mulberry. You guessed it. There's going to be a theme here throughout the yard about all these mulberries. This is nature's bubblegum. Tastes just like bubblegum. Okay, let's go back so we can see what we're doing here. So we have the carob. Now this tree here, it's one of the tallest trees in my yard that we've planted. And we thought it was a neem tree, you know, like neem oil, but I guess the tree was labeled wrong. And now it's, maybe in the comments you guys can remind me what it was. It's Chinese something. Anyway, we'll go take a look at this tree because this tree's got something unique in it. The first year we planted it, we had a big freeze and it almost died, but then one branch came back, and now that one branch is swallowing the original tree because it died back. A branch grew from the very bottom, and I think this year it's going to completely swallow this original. And so it's got a lot of character. It's got a lot of waves and bumps all along it from the way it grew. From it almost died, but it was a survivor, and it came back, and it's going to be probably one of the biggest trees in my yard now. So don't give up on a tree that almost freezes when you first put it in. Some of them can go for it and make it. So I've been giving in this one a lot of water because I want it to get really big because it's in the center of the yard, and it's gonna shade a lot. So let's go to the island. The Royal Poinciana does amazing. A lot of nice things back here, like peaches, another peach tree, good peaches. This is curry tree, companioned with another date palm. And this is where the waterfall is, and I used to call it the tropical section, though it's not looking that tropical right now. But we are going to look at our date palm, another date palm that looks great. More guava. I'm kind of facing the sun here, so it's hard to see. This, you guys will recognize the distinctive look of this plant. Ice cream bean. And it's doing really well, actually. They're actually quite hard to grow here in Arizona. And the, I don't know, can you even see that back there? Let me turn around. Papaya, the papayas are up there. These take a lot of water, but I'm gonna try and keep them going this summer. So let's go back. So this is where one of my meditation spots is. I'll just watch the river and overlook the yard in the morning. And there's a nice good span of the yard from the back of the property. Okay, so let's go back over, even though it's not quite an island, it's almost an island. Past the Royal Poinciana. Now, oh, I should mention this. The birds are so loud right now. Again, so let me back up. So this Royal Poinciana, it's a huge, beautiful, beautiful tree, right? And this one too, the first year it got planted, it almost died. But it had one branch at the bottom that survived, and look. It's going to be swallowing the old tree as well. Look at that. Again, it was a survivor. It deserves a shot. Don't give up on a tree if it dies back from an extreme cold. Some of them, if you keep it going, can turn into absolutely beautiful, beautiful trees in your yard. And they have character and they have a survival story, so I like that. See? And there's the other one that survived. Look how big it is. Okay. Look at those beauties. Those are my date palms. They're like my prized possession right now. Like rows of, the black sphinx is right here in front. Then I got a China black, China gold, black sphinx, and I can't remember. There's a lot of things sometimes I don't remember. I have to look at tags. More citrus along the pond here. You guys might recognize this part. The pomelo. Best pomelo I ever ate came from this tree. It was the most amazing thing I've ever had. So this is kind of like an orchard little spot because I got 2 rows of trees here. So I got olive, you guessed it, another mulberry, my date palm. Got apples back here. More date palms. Back here again is where the chicken coop is, date palms. And a Venus. So this is another pecan. It's slower growing, but it's going to fill out this whole area as well. It's going to be a good shade tree in about 10 years. Desert willow. Yes. Another date palm. Of course, another mulberry. We have a few variety of things back here, and this is a very hot spot in the yard too, and I planted just a moringa, a random moringa tree here. Just because you can never have too many moringas, I don't think. They're so nutritious. So, and that tree that fell down is coming back. It's kind of crowded back here a little bit, but pomegranate, the second year pomegranate, and more date palms. So if I kind of turn this way, you guys get to have a bit of a view of how full it is back there. It's very green. Everything is looking wonderful right now. We're back towards the pond, and this is a mango. This mango has looked the same for 3 years. It's one of those trees that just doesn't change, and so, but it doesn't die either, so I still water it and give it a shot. Lots more guava. Guavas are really happy here. This was part of a group lesson that we did. This is a blood orange. Just such a unique fruit, and it tastes so good, and they're so expensive in the store, so you can grow a blood orange. A mango, I forget what variety, I'd have to look it up, which variety, but this is a mango tree that's actually incredibly healthy here. It's got a bit of a microclimate, so it's happy. A baby date palm that's only in its second year. Okay, so I did plant some bamboo back here. So I never had bamboo, and now I do. Oh, the Antonio mango. It's still going back there. It's I don't know. It's kind of struggling, but it's still going. And if we go back here towards the dock, the figs are looking so nice. We have so many figs in this yard, and they're one of my favorite things to eat right from my yard. Lots of lemons on the lemon tree. You want to grow one thing, grow a lemon tree. They're so easy. Okay, and a little baby fig as well. These are awesome. I have never had one, but it's a jelly bean palm. I think it's jelly bean. And underneath it, we have another little tiny dwarf peach. It's so nice. And back there, let me get in the, see me, Venus? Oh, jeebus. See me, Venus? On the side here, one of the big mulberries. That tree, okay, let's go touch this tree. Look how big this tree is. Like, that is a hefty tree. I can probably put a tree house into this tree in a couple years. It is huge, and it's only like 3 years old. 3 years. It's amazing. And it's like a linebacker for this tree right here. This is a black sapote, and it's doing amazing. And it's so I got a black sapote and I got the Jaboticaba, which are two kind of a little bit rare trees next to each other, but it's got its own linebacker of the biggest mulberry. So it's companion planting. If you want delicate things like this maybe to survive, plant a really big tree next to it, or next to a tree that's already there. Okay. This is one of my avocados. This is a bacon avocado that's actually, can't believe how well it's doing actually, because these are kind of hard to grow here in Arizona, and it's making it. You guys know what a quince? It's got no quince on it right now because it's just budding out, but a quince tree. Okay, and now we're gone on a full circle. We're back to the gate where we came in. Well, I hope you enjoyed this update. I'll give you another one soon. Okay, sorry. I totally forgot to show you guys my irrigation system that got put in. Here it is. So, all of these are color coordinated. There is 6 zones back here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yep. So there's 6 zones back here. Purple, orange, green, blue. This one's actually red, but it's sun-beaten, so I guess it's now kind of coppery, and yellow. So, all these zones are all hooked up to a timer that is back here beside the pump for the pool. So right back here. And they're all color coordinated here with instructions on how everything is going. And then each zone comes on in sequence through its own bubbler. And all the bubblers are they're all color coordinated. So when you look out into the yard, you know, zone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or blue, green, orange, purple kind of thing, it's easier to do repairs. It's easier to add bubblers, turn on, off, and also give instructions if you have someone else coming into your yard. And it's going to help save a lot of these trees in the summertime, because I am only one person that is taking care of all of this. And so I don't hire staff. Instead, I just put very, very intricate bubbler systems in to help me take care of all of this and keep it alive, because I think I have something really special here, and I'm going to keep it going.